everyone, Dr. Amna Husain, board certified pediatrician, board certified lactation consultant, and mom. Today we're going to be talking about a super fun topic, sibling rivalry. Alright guys, so as you know, I have two little girls. They're actually about 3.5 years apart. I love the age difference because one was already kind of moving out of diapers and had some common sense to be able to understand when I asked her to do something, was already in preschool. I love that age difference. Some parents prefer to have their kids closer in years. Whatever it may be, your kids will likely still fight. It's true, some may fight more, some may fight less. So I've had a lot of questions from parents on TikTok, for example, about how to approach sibling fighting, sibling rivalry, and how to not constantly feel drained at the same time. I think that's really tough to do. So I'm going to give you my sort of 3 tips when it comes to determining what's causing the fights and how to settle them. First off, look at patterns. Are your kids commonly fighting over food, toys, first thing in the morning, last thing at night? So that way you can determine, is it driven by hunger? Is it driven by sleep? What could it be driven by? Bad mood, maybe due for a nap? This isn't going to work for every child, especially if your kids are older. For example, your teens may not be really needing naps anymore. But if your kids are younger, then maybe this will help you determine a pattern. Now with my kids, usually it's either toys or kind of an all of the above situation. The younger one is usually the instigator, and usually it happens when she's due for a nap. Finding out those patterns can really help you sort of triage what to do next if you're constantly feeling like all you're doing is yelling at them. Which brings me to point number 2, making a plan. Lay out the groundwork. And I would say, honestly, you might want to talk to your older one if possible. Now, if you have twins or if you have kids who are really about the same age, just 1 year apart, this may be a little tougher to do. If you do have an older child, he or she might be the one that you can reason with a little bit more, explain the rules. For example, she might hit you, but you don't hit back. Okay, you come tell mommy. I will make sure if you want to play by yourself, just let me know. I can take baby away. Just say, mommy, can you please take baby away now? Trying to level with them and talk to them really simply can help a lot, because otherwise you're going to feel like you're always yelling at them. And you might need to go over these rules more than once. That's okay. That's totally normal. But I think that's more important to do maybe when you're in a calmer headspace rather than feel like you're just screaming or you lose your patience at the end of the day. That clear communication will help a lot, especially when it comes to number 3, praise. Now, I know if you've especially followed me for some time, you know that I'm a big fan of positive parenting, positive praise when it comes to really talking to your child and calling them out on if they're doing something right. If you constantly feel like you're yelling at them when they're doing something wrong, trust me, they feel it too. So make sure you compliment them and call them out if they're doing something right. Good job on playing with your little brother. Good job on playing so nice, guys. You're doing a really good job on doing this together. I love the way you're playing together. Compliment both of them. But honestly, that older one might deserve more of a share of the compliment because they were the ones who were mature enough to understand the clear groundwork, the clear framework that you had laid down, the rules. And then it's great for them to hear that positive encouragement. On that note, maybe they should get a date one-on-one with mom or dad if they're doing something really good. So really boost up their self-esteem. This video goes a lot back to many of the things that I've said in preparing your older sibling for a new baby. If you have questions, make sure you check out that video. We'll link it right here, but honestly, trying to have that one-on-one time with your older one, if possible, it really helps, especially when trying to calm down and really quell the violence that surrounds sibling rivalry, especially if it happens as soon as you walk in the door, your patience is running thin, your kids are back from school, they're also overtired, and then you're dealing with fight after fight after fight. So hopefully these 3 Ps will be super helpful for you guys. They've been helpful in my house. Now, I'm not going to say that they solve every struggle. I'm not even going to pretend that's the truth. But I am going to say that this framework has really helped all of us in this household try to have some semblance of peace between both the kids. I'm sure we'll revisit it again if there's ever a new cousin, sibling, etc. involved. But for right now, this is what works for us. All right, guys, I hope you have a good week. If this video was helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Bye.